Girls say the little things matter when I pull this little thing out.
Gratitude for gratitude.
If there's 100 guys here, only 5 of them are gonna have big cocks. So do the math.
Yes, it will. Come on, where's my music? Here we go. No.
Huh?
Yeah, he did. He did.
I had to know.
It's crazy.
I look up weird things all the time. I had to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fucking gay. That's just Fuck.
Like, I had to know, man. Yeah, he just goes around. Yeah.
I even have the right number if I have this right for you. On my phone right now, and I'm supposed to be live 2 minutes ago. But I felt I should say yes, say I love you, and I need you down here eventually. I want this record today. All right, now worry about a show instead of sending messages. Hey,
Yeah, Tim.
It's your priority.
cause someone and you guys could be a team and hop on. Big
So
Show
he's on with us too?
right now.
You getting on too?
It's you three. Yep.
All right.
Chucky, you and you. Let's see if Facebook will work. I gotta say, show starts 8 p.m. sharp, and I'm not live. Right. And could you guys go and find this show on your phone and share it, please? Oh, and you know what? I've been live on my audio.
I was gonna say,
I've been
Yeah.
live, and the audience is like, Tim is a jag of all offs.
Talking about
I apologize
inner
about
thighs
that,
and shit.
everybody, and let me kill this music. There we go. There we go. Make sure we got sound for everybody out there in radio listening land. We're good. Nice. Welcome back, everybody, to the Attitude for Gratitude podcast here at Will Work for Recovery, 2520 North 2nd Street. Monday through Monday, we have meetings here. It's scrolling across the bottom of your screen right now. So come on down here, support the club. Come be part of a meeting. Come start a meeting. We do have big things coming up on the horizon down here. Come on down in person and check it out. We got so many irons in the fire down here, between like computer classes to the soap man down here dealing out some soap all day, every day. It's the armor of raw soap. Yeah. We will have a separate interview with him down the road. We have American Pie Pizza, who you see in the background walking in right now with some delicious eats. Will and American Pie Pizza, they do partner up with us. So if you're ever in the neighborhood on a Friday night, come on down here, come get on the show, come have a slice of pizza, come share a little bit of your story. We all want the same thing, and that's recovery, and that's what we have down here. This week we're going to talk about some stuff, and we lost a warrior in recovery this week, and a big shout out to Bill. And also, mental health is real. So if you're dealing with some stuff, please reach out. Go to the doctor. Don't be ashamed of your situation. Just reach out. Like, these rooms are here for a reason, and it's to help out with this new life that we do, and there's options out here. If no one's told you it today, like, you're loved, you're worth this life of recovery, you're worth this new life, like, give yourself a chance and come on down. Come give it a shot. Like, you're going to hear a lot of people talking about a lot of things happening, and if you're in this recovery, life's going to still show up. Things are going to happen, but, like, progressively, things do get better. That's just how this goes. It's a fail-safe. So Monday through Friday, come on down. It's Friday through Monday, come on down. Every day of the week, we got meetings. I'm going to take that off the bottom of the screen here shortly. We're going to just start getting into this. My head's all over the place. Like I said, the mental health thing, just you guys and gals out there in listening land, like, reach out. If something's happening, please reach out. All right. Share this show, and if you have questions, concerns, comments, put them on here. We'll do our best to get to them. And if you've got issues with sound, audio, or anything, like, put that on there too. Let me know. Young man, who are you?
I'm Jay.
All right, here's the thing. I know these mics are. Wait. I was gonna yell at you, but you didn't give me a chance. Don't touch the mics, boys.
Yep.
Just get close to the mic, as close as you can. All right, who are you?
I'm Jay.
Jake, welcome to the show. Young man in front of me, who are you?
I'm Mike.
You finally got back on, and now you want to play on your phone instead of, like...
Sir, you asked a question, I answered you.
And that's how we do.
Sir?
Fella, who are you?
Chucky.
Welcome, Chucky. Welcome, Chucky. And sorry if I'm ended up being like, all right, you got to get up. You got to get up. Just no, not now. I'm saying I'm apologizing in advance. That could happen. We got some people with some curfews that wanted to get on the show tonight. So,
Ain't that one?
I don't know. They might come in. They might not. Do you want to go get you some pizza before this gets going? We got pizza back there. If you guys want to go. Because you're going to be in here worrying about pizza and not giving me the interview I need. Pizza happens. And then people want to show up and eat pizza but not hang out and listen or partake in the podcast. But that happens. That's just what it is. We don't say like it costs to have to do that, but it's what it is. What I was going to get to is that we are here at 2520 North 2nd Street. Doors are open for anyone and everyone to come down and be part of this place. If you have ideas for the show, if you have ideas for the club, like, come on down, be part of it, get involved. Like, that's what we do. So, hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your last 2 weeks. I know life's been showing up for you. You've been through some things. You've done some things.
Well, last 2 weeks has been kind of hectic. I've had court in 2 separate different situations. One of them was CPS, which is going pretty good. My ex-wife is in prison, and she's still fighting with her addiction in prison, and it's not looking too good for her, but it's looking great for me.
How do you show up during this? Like, how does this affect you? I guess is a question I have. Like,
the judge,
because give people a recap is like, you have your daughters in your life. You're in the midst of getting full custody back for them, while trying to better your life. You're fine.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. Correct. Like you're in the middle of like improving your life. You're in recovery, and CPS is trying to get the kids back with you.
Yeah.
And now you're going through. Go ahead.
Going through custody battles. The state got him with my brother, who's a foster parent. They're trying to reunite us back with each other because I've been the main caregiver for my girls, and their mom has been obsolete. Love her to death, but she's just making the wrong decision. So I am the only parent that the girls have.
Yeah, I know that. Jacob, you're right here.
Right here.
Right here?
This will make you Jacob.
I lied. Jacob, you're over here, I guess.
Because then you can be in my spot because I'm Jacob.
And then, I'm sorry, and then we're just jumping around. So
I'm
Mike,
you right now. So here.
you know what? No, this takes more than the time because he's only here 15 and I want to go deep on this with you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so audience who's listening, like, here you go. You got kind of like, what's that, a cliffhanger we call it?
A cliffhanger.
He was in court this week, and we'll tell you the outcome after we get back to his story. Hey, young man.
Hi.
You're good. Sit back down. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. This is roommate man, right? Grab a slice if you're getting a slice, but then I need you to sit down here. Did you want some pizza first? No. All right, cool. Put your headphones on, and all I ask is get as close as you can to the mics without touching them with your hands. All right. Jakey, who are
What's
you?
up, buddy? I'm Jacob.
Jacob, welcome to the show. Who are you?
Thomas.
Thomas, welcome to the show. You guys, this is Mike. Mike, Jacob.
How you doing, Mike?
I'm all right. How you doing, man?
Pleased to meet you.
How you doing, Mike?
So, Jake, how long have you been in recovery?
Since 2006.
2006. That doesn't mean he's been in recovery successfully.
You
That's
mean-
just when he got into recovery. 'Cause I can
In
talk
the
about
lifestyle.
it.
Oh, that's right. I had to think about
4 or
that.
5 times. How long have you been in recovery this last time?
I first started getting into recovery in 2021.
Okay.
I'm 7 days sober today.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on. Sorry.
That's it.
You guys. Oh, I don't have my headphones on.
Oh, I'm like 18. Yeah.
You
That's
out
an
here.
applaud for you, bro. 7 days is a miracle shit. Why you here? Why'd you decide to come?
I'm just tired of it, man.
You what?
Tired of it. You know, I got 4 little
What's your
girls that I need to be a
headphones
father to, and you know, I want to live life. You know, I want to live.
So you've had a taste of recovery before.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know kind of what it can do. What's the ages of your kids? Like, what's they range from?
I've got 11, 7, 3, and 1.5, all girls.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm in
Look at
trouble.
Mike, he's got two daughters here.
You was bogus out here.
yeah.
He even drives the family van.
Nice.
He got the town van.
Yes,
I got the Honda Pilot.
He got the full soccer mom van. Dad, let's go.
It's the dad van, bro.
Dad van. Yeah.
American Pie Pizza, what? So, you know what? Is being a father, I know you have do you have any children?
I do have 4.
4, 8, 10. So we got almost a football team worth of kids between the three of you dads.
Yeah.
All right, now you're sick of it. That's why you're in recovery. You're in the midst of getting your children back.
Yep.
Where are you at with if you're okay talking about like with
Yeah,
your
yeah,
fatherhood
yeah,
and where
sure.
you're at? Because I know you've grown a lot in this recovery this last go round.
You know, so my first 3 was taken by the state. They have foster parents and live in Duluth, so I probably won't be able to see them until they're about 18. Their mother, however, has gotten clean about 7 years, and just within the last 6 months, she's been starting to see them.
Nice.
So
Is that because the foster parents are being
yeah.
cooperative?
They're with a very good family. I'm very blessed with the family they're with. I met the family and everything. So
No,
my other daughter, she lives in Evelyn.
Evelyn, that's a ways
yeah.
up there too.
So honestly, right now in my life, you know, I've really realized, like, even throughout my length of, so I had 19 months of sobriety, relapsed a couple weeks ago. And I think that's like one of the biggest things, because it's like a long distance relationship we have, and it's very hard and taxing on me, because like every time I engage with her, I feel like I'm shorting my other 3 kids. And so there's a lot of stuff to work on
Emotions
to be a
and
father.
feelings.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that. So you had a slip a week ago?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
I've been sober for 18 days now, I think. So
18 days,
Yeah,
baby. What, with meth?
yeah,
Damn, Jakey. Hey, damn, Jake.
I decided to shoot up a whole 8-ball on the first night. It wasn't.
You didn't die. You're here.
No, I was surprised I
What do
didn't
you
die.
think kept you here?
God, for sure.
Did he?
Yeah, for sure.
No, this might be something that's kind of rude or whatever, but someone just brought this up in my men's meeting here on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Like, so that's who kept you here. Why do you continue to slap in the face like that?
Man.
I know that cuts deep because I know
You
you're a man
know,
of God.
honestly, check this out, man. I used to think the same way, but through my experience in life, I realize everybody falls short to the glory of God, that we all, in some way, shape, and form, have good and all have evil. For me, transparency has been key in acceptance of who and what I am, for me to let God remove those defects and change me, you know? Because I even look all throughout the Bible, the Old Testament, you know, like Moses was a murderer and led people out of Egypt.
There were some grimy people in them days.
David and Goliath, one of the best Old Testament stories. David was a king, slayed Goliath, and then he ended up killing a man over a woman.
Slayed, and yes.
Yes. And
You
then
want to talk domestic?
he was sending dude to war to try to get him killed off.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then my favorite, though, was like Paul, man. He was straight up murdering Christians by the thousands.
Yep.
That's all his job was to do, is anybody that
murder.
believed,
Yep.
I'm going to kill you. And God used him to bring the message to the same people he was killing. So my mind frame is I don't really see that as a slap in the face to God. I see that as me being human and being more dependent upon God for me to see how much I need him.
I'm glad you were able to answer it the way you did. I wasn't sure.
No.
I didn't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know you even had a slip. I thought you'd been on this Jacob this whole time. Like this last recovery, just watching you.
Oh, you didn't hear about the missing person report?
You would think like doing this podcast and social media, like I'd be more involved with current
With my
events,
life?
just current events in recovery. Like I know we had just lost Bill, and that I knew because like Rob and Ashley told me, but like I don't stay up on things, and it's also because we haven't been super close. Like it's that easy. We don't have open, constant communication.
But we love each other.
Of course, it's a never stop love. God, I want time with both you guys. But one last thing about Jake is like, I've been seeing you for the last 7 years of me being in recovery, like Phoenix, the whole way. Like the last time you had went out, that first time you were making live videos when you're on the road, doped out, bah, bah, bah. But this, I mean, like the progression, but this last time you came in, whatever, 18 months, I don't know, how long was it, 18 months you went?
19 months.
And it was a solid recovery.
Yeah, so my experience through this relapse, I find it a blessing because it totally shifted my perception on, because like even with that question you asked me, man, my mind frame used to think that, but now I've been totally humbled because, check this out. Throughout this relapse, there's been people that come up to me and they be like, man, I'm proud, I'm happy you made it out. I'm proud that you took this hit and got back. Mm-hmm. And then I'd have people come up to me and be like, and I'm talking people only like 1 to 2 years sober, and they'd be like, well, what are you going to do different this time? And I'm looking at them, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, does this person really think he's that untouchable and that his mind frame's really that's where you're at, thinking that in life that this disease ain't, like you're doing something
This
different
disease
than
will
I
get
am?
you at 20 years.
Bro, I had to go through this valley to get where I was at, because let me tell you something. All my other relapses before, I ain't built nothing this or that. This recovery has given me a place. I had a great job. I was responsible for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. I was somewhat a leader in different churches.
You're a man of your word.
And not only that, you know, with my place and school, and I'm paying bills, and now I'm paying child support, you know, I'm like, and now I realize the weight and the gravity of everything that I worked for wasn't just me that worked for it, but my people in recovery that invested time in me. And so now it's like, I'm not looking at it as like, I don't want to say a letdown, but like, man, I slacked on pulling my weight.
And you're the only one who can really, a million people can say a million things to you, but what's inside is what's going to matter to you. What you feel in here.
Man, you know what? I feel great because I took a punch. I got knocked down. I mean, I got knocked down, dude.
And you're here.
But I'm still stepping back up, man. I just finished my step 1 today, and I'm jumping deep in it, and I'm really realizing there's things that I realize now I can see and feel and be like, now ain't the time for that. Now ain't the time for that. I gotta heal.
What brought you through your, what 7 days ago, what made you even stop? What was going through your head to be like, all right, I gotta give this, set it down. Why?
Man, I don't know. It was getting to the point with me where, you know, like, I don't know, like I was afraid I wasn't gonna wake up one of these mornings, you know, like.
That's a heavy thought, man.
No,
that's heavy. Like, hey, why'd you decide to stop? No, I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah, no, I mean that's just facts, man. I went into the hospital before I went to detox, and you know I sat there for an hour and a half before they gave me a breathalyzer. I blew a .279. You know, I'm a $150 soaking wet, and you know
That's crazy.
Like
that's like
I
a
don't
lot
know,
of your
man.
blood is
That's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. So you know. And I got 4 little girls, man, and not only just that, but I wanna live my life, you know, and not have something have control over me.
Right.
I want to be in control. I want to drive the car.
Are you guys in the same living situation?
Man, we're brothers now, man.
Yeah.
We
Roomies?
man,
Are you guys roomies?
No, we're not roomies.
He's
but,
my neighbor. He's next door.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Over at one of the spots in the cities here. We don't even know where.
Yeah.
But it's. What's your goals right now? What are your goals?
I want to stay sober, man.
Okay. Give me another goal.
You know, and like right now, I had a job before. My last job was a forklift operator. Stopped doing that in January because I was preparing to get into treatment. So you know, like I want to have full-time employment. I want to be with my kids, and I just want to be happy, man.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
For real, I just want to live my life, spend time with my kids, and be happy. You know.
How'd you hear about Will Work for Recovery? The first time, whenever it was. How'd you hear about it? Like, do you remember when you were told about this place?
Today,
Today.
Yep.
Who told you about it?
that guy right there, my brother.
Do you remember how he explained this place to you, or did you just say, let's go check out Will Work for Recovery?
He's like, man, this is a cool spot. You're gonna like this.
All right, so that's what he said. What was the thought as you're walking in? Walk us through it. We have people who've never been here that listen to this show quite a bit. How would you explain this to someone else? And what was your first? Let's hear what was going on when you walked in your head.
Like, I kind of thought it was like some sort of museum of some kind. Like, it's different than any meeting I've ever been to. So.
Antique Roadshow.
Yeah, something
Antique
like
Roadshow.
that. Something
Shit,
like
that's where
that.
half this stuff came from.
Yeah, for real. No, I was like, man, this is. I like this. I think I'll fit in.
Yeah. Well, and that's the vibe. Like, this was a vision that Paul had, and it's been coming to fruition, and more additions are coming along all the time. Got the soap guy, the podcast stuff, ping pong, prayer rooms. We got computer room. I know you guys are on a curfew, so we don't have that much more time. How far away are you? How far?
10 minutes.
Okay, so we'll get you off in about within 10 minutes.
Also, I grew up in North Minneapolis.
Okay.
So like this is. I don't know. I'm comfortable over here. So.
Are you guys driving right now, or busing, or carpooling?
The dad van, bro.
Yeah, man.
So you're driving.
Yeah.
What's it like for you to be driving through these neighborhoods? Is this where you used to get fucked up too?
I guess kind of like I moved out of North Minneapolis when I was about 20 years old. So.
And what, you're about
it's
22
like
now?
it's like
23?
Nah, I'm 36.
I'm joking.
But it's like a trip down memory lane, man.
So it's not, was booze the main, or what was your?
I started out smoking weed.
Okay.
Then started drinking. Eventually down the road, ecstasy came into play, and then I had my first child, and that went out the window, and then it was just drinking and marijuana.
So booze and weeds, all right.
Yeah.
And this last, you got a Dewey, it sounds like, or what?
I got a Dewey when I was 26.
Okay. When did you just blow a 2.7? Like, what was that? Did you have a legal issue?
Like
Something
a week
happened?
and a half ago. No,
Okay.
no legal issue. I just
Who made you blow?
the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I
okay.
went-
Good enough. We don't need to get down. We don't have the time to go down the road that I want to go down with you right here in that piece of information. And that's okay. You guys will come back, right?
Yeah, I'll be
All
back
right.
for sure.
All right, cool. You will come back to Will Work.
Yeah.
So now, like, I know the Antique Roadshow comment thing, but how would you explain this to someone if when you go back and someone who's never been here, you explain this to someone? How would you work? Like, what would you say to them?
Like, I don't know. I felt relaxed, man. Like, I've been to other meetings where there's just a bunch of chairs in a line, and it's just like, I don't know, they're just walking in here, man. It's just like, I felt comfortable, sitting down. People are greeting you, shaking hands. Yeah, man. Like,
Who's whispering?
Just really cool shit.
So the goal is to stay sober and clean. Sorry, I'm eating. This is rude. Jacob, I know you have a higher power. How do you use that in your recovery? How do you lean on your higher power while in recovery?
Man. Through a relationship with him, through prayer and reading the word. But I'll tell you this much, man. Like, I was going through this period before my relapse where I really, really had that, I want to say paradigm shift, or whatever they call it. Okay. Spiritual paradigm shift. Like,
What, just like a switch of thoughts?
No.
View
Like,
it, or?
the closer I'm getting to him, the more these the more I'm seeing stuff in me I don't like.
Oh, the
Stuff
more
and,
will be revealed.
Well, and by stuff, I mean stuff that I kept trying to turn away and ignore,
Yeah.
and it just kept coming up. And now my conscious and my subconscious is at war with each other. You know what I'm
I have
saying?
a question about that right there. Is this something you knew? Like, all right, so it happened. Your spirituality is growing. You're noticing these character defects. Did you always know you had them and you were trying to hide them?
Man, I'll tell you what, I knew, but I didn't care.
Okay.
And that's the thing now, is like I'm really, really starting to care. Like, I'm really genuinely, like, I thought I cared before, but now I know I care.
It's a different level.
I know I care,
Okay. And
It's-
like I say, that's only self will know. No one else is gonna know. Only
It's kind of like whenever people get real close, man, and you're not used to it, and you're like, get away from me. Kind of like that pit bull on the chain, that's been tortured all of his life or whatever, had all these issues, and then somebody's like, oh, come here, trying to.
that's how Rob used to be in early recovery. He won't give you a hug.
Yeah.
He was like, "Don't hug me." You used to hate getting hugs. You share about it all the time. Like, that's not the normal. Like this, we don't walk into these rooms having hugs and love and kind words. That's never that we don't. It's not normal.
Yeah, it's like
and-
transference of spirit. That's what I thought of it as. Like, what are you trying to put on me?
And that's what I'm saying through this whole experience now, man, is it really opened up to my eyes to like even people in the last 2 years that have tried to like show me so much love. And my survival mechanism push, like I try to keep them like at bay, you know what I'm saying? And it may just be like whether I'm just like not paying
Subconsciously
attention.
doing it.
Yeah, and I
Mike, speak
realize
on that.
now.
You speak on that because I know you didn't come from a background of like some dudes coming up and hugging you. This has to be. I've never asked you about this, but like this is this new for you? And
Yeah.
How does it feel when I'm over here hugging you when you?
It's awkward.
Because you knew it. Like,
It's awkward.
Especially when a bear tickles your neck.
Yeah, like
this little fat Jew keeps trying to hug.
yeah,
me.
like it's awkward. Like I grew up, my mom didn't hug or kiss me, none of that stuff. So it's like I always thought like you got to watch out who's touching you because you never know who's about to pray and put some bad juju on you
I'm
or
not
shit
putting
like
my,
that.
You talking about putting period blood in the stew?
Yeah, this beard is stupid.
No, I
See?
like the beard. It's just stupid when it tickles your neck when he's hugging you.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Could you imagine if you're? Oh wait, no.
Oh man, we ain't going down that trail.
So on another note, like being in these rooms, being especially for you, this is newer. Like,
Yeah.
how does that feel in the bigger picture? Like, is that really what your concerns are? Is like someone putting some bad juju?
You
on
never
me?
know who's coming around trying to put bad juju on people, man. That shit is real.
Oh, okay.
Spirit transference is real.
Okay.
So like, when my kids were first born, people would be like, you'd be like this drunk on the corner, like, oh, let me pray for your baby. Hell no, get your fucking drunk ass hands away from my kid, dude. Like you touch my baby, I will punch you in the face.
I know, I get it. Like I understand. That's why I wanted to ask you. Like, I know at this table, like, you're the most new to recovery.
Yeah.
Whether you got more time than both of them put together, you were newer for these rooms. You
Yeah.
said 21 you walked in and you're 06. You guys understand that hugs over drugs, whatever. So for you, Jacob, to be in these rooms again, like I say again, whatever, like this is what you want, right?
It's not what I want; it's what I need.
Okay.
And I mean, with that being said, I do want.
Yeah.
And
The next question was to be like, well, then what do
and
you want?
and honestly, I know 100% this is what I need. You know, through this experience, it's like no matter what, anytime I try to go any other way, any other direction, stop going to meetings, stop with the sponsor. That's it. It just
Is it like a domino effect? You know, like
well, it's like but you still don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm working, I'm going to school in the morning. And I'm like, yeah, man, I
so
got.
you not self-sabotage, but you will co-sign your own. You can co-sign not showing up to meetings or whatever by like, well, I've got work going on, I got school going on. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying somewhere along that line, I thought I had it, and it's just like it's not. Get a sponsor, work steps, go to meetings, and now I really accepted the fact because, like, even through all this, and I look back and I'm like, you know, I'm looking at my old sponsor and all of his friends and this and that, and they have 15 to 20 to 30 years, and they're still going to meetings every day. They're still going to meetings every day and somehow functioning on a way
so
out
is it
there
the
level,
thing of
man.
you being like accepting like, all right, this is every day for us. This is
Pretty much, man.
Okay.
Pretty
I get
much,
it.
dude. It's
get it.
I've really come to the realization, man. It's I need to go to the meetings or die, bro.
Hey.
Go to meetings or die.
Over 6 years, and you can talk to Rob, who's got 9 almost, and Dan behind you with like 20 plus. Ray, like this is my life.
Yeah, that's it.
This is it. This is my life.
Go to meetings or die, man. Pretty much.
Like yeah, and stay connected type shit. Like
Yeah.
what does that make you feel when you're hearing us talk like that?
I mean, that's facts, bro. Like what he just said, go to meetings or die, you know? And like, I feel like that's where I failed before is I'd be going to meetings and whatnot, and then it's like, oh, I'd come up with these reasons. All of a sudden, I start coming up with these reasons why I can't go. Oh, well, I got to do this tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got to do this tonight. Pretty soon, I'm not going to meetings.
Yeah.
And then another way too is that, like, I never actually got a sponsor and worked through the steps. So. Like,
Did you get one
that's-
yet?
Not yet.
Oh.
That's something I'm working on.
Yeah, he got a couple numbers tonight, man. He's yeah.
He gave me a
Good
challenge
shit.
to have a sponsor by next Friday. So
Shit. Hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
Does Jake have a sponsor yet?
Oh yeah.
What, the same one as before?
No, I just so okay. So you last time I was working AA, and this time I'm gonna try to go through the NA.
Okay.
But I'm still keeping my old sponsor, close.
Yeah.
Honestly, our relationship it's one of them situations where I told you, man, like this dude was treating me like a father, dude, and I never it was hard for me because like just the amount of love and care and genuine caring,
Something
man.
you're not used
and
to.
it's like I'm trying to push him away, man, and he's still like,
Yeah.
oh man, I love you, bro. What's up? And I'm like, and I still to this day ask myself, man, like I called him the other day and stuff, is like, how and why do you still care about me? Why do you still love? You know what I'm saying? And he just, dude, it's weird for me, man, that somebody loves me and cares for me that much, man.
About that later.
Yeah.
Serious. I look how I came off mic to say it. Remind me to talk to you about that later.
No, it's just really it's something that I'm not used to, and I really realize like people that genuinely love me and care for me, I push them away because like I don't want to have them suffer, especially like if I relapse or whatever.
Right.
I just I don't want to be a burden on nobody.
Oh, we could have you on the whole 2 hours. Just say like even if I read that, like that shouldn't be in your vocab. Wait, let me correct myself. It can't be in my vocab.
Yeah.
I do make it clear like there's no guarantee that I won't relapse. There's no guarantee that I won't drink again. But like right now today, I can promise you I won't get high or drunk. I can guarantee you I won't. I know I won't today. Tomorrow I might.
Well, and like even after this whole experience too, like all the support I had, people coming through, and then like, my first thoughts like, why is people even like up in my business? Why, you know what I'm saying? And then I got to come to the realization that people love me and care about me, man.
It's being held accountable.
Well,
He's like, why are they my
it's
goddamn
not so
business?
much self-sabotage with that. But you know how to do that. I know how to push people away so I'm not being held accountable.
Yeah.
I'll push you away so I'm not held accountable to some shit, and it's easy. I know how to do it. It's self-sabotage.
It's easier to do.
Yes.
It's easier to destroy than actually build something.
All right, I'm gonna boot you two with this. First, any superpower, what would it be?
fly.
You mean Carolyn, or no, you mean Mary Jo, the only ones that said it so far. Superpower, what would it be?
Making soap, man.
You can't take Chucky's.
No, hey, listen. Let me tell you. I just want to shout out to my soap guy over there, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it was a God thing seeing him and speaking Hebrew and blow the horn. And not only that, I'm like a soap to skin guy. Like I collect different soaps, especially like charcoal, spruce, all that like Icelandic stuff, man. So I'm looking forward to building a relationship with this guy. So.
Did you get a piece of soap?
I did. Yeah, I got. Look, hey, bro.
All right, look at this. Look, Chuck. Look. The armor.
The soap of hope, man.
Oh yeah, hope.
Not dope hope.
And I hope I can come chip in if he needs a hand ever. So
There you go. You get his number too before you leave. Right now, I'm going to boot you, but the name of the show is Attitude for Gratitude. What's your gratitude look like?
And I'm grateful to be sober 7 days. I'm grateful to be here tonight. I'm grateful that I was introduced to this meeting, and I look forward to coming back time and time again.
My gratitude.
Thank you.
Every time I take a hot shower, man, is not having to worry about them gel showers or not having a shower period because I'm so strung out.
I love you. Thank you. And what would you like, young man? A what?
A quarter.
A quarter? Hang on, let me look. Husband and wife, you're up next. Mikey, you want to move over to this seat?
All right.
Shoot, I ain't got a quarter on me.
I don't either.
Hey, Chuck, you got a quarter on you by chance? Oh, sorry, Jack.
Staying on, or is Rob getting on?
Oh, yeah. Rob's got to go. Or you're good? All right, Jake. Your name's Jake, right? Yeah, you're up. Audience is there with it. Jack, you want a piece of candy? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, we gotta be back by now.
Here you go. All right, I appreciate you guys' patience out there in radio land. I got to open this up for people to be able to hop on and share. I hope you guys are out there sharing this podcast too, because that's how we stay clean and sober. Don't touch my mics, but get close. Just get close. Here's the goal: is that we do recovery. All right. To my left, who are you? Get close to that mic.
Hey, I'm Anna.
Anna, welcome to the show. Sir, in front of me.
Josh, I'm an addict.
Josh, welcome to the show. And who are you again?
I'm J-A-Y.
Jay, not Jake.
Yeah.
So, Jay, how did you first hear about Will Work for Recovery?
Another person that is a Thursday night leader. Her name is undisclosed. She brought me here from New Way with her uncle.
Okay.
I don't know if I can give her name or not.
If you want, whatever you want to do. I can't.
Megan.
All right, welcome.
Thursday night meeting.
Yeah. I know Megan. Megan's good people. Yeah. Megan's been on the show, I believe.
Megan Rose, I think.
Well, we don't have to say last names.
Right.
No, I'm joking.
Government, bro?
Yeah, what the fuck? Are you a bitch?
I said we don't have to say last names. Do you remember how this place was explained to you before you came?
It was a very unorthodox meeting.
And then what was your thoughts when you walked in?
It was pretty nuts.
Yeah. So here's the question I always ask everyone for the first time when I have them on is, how would you explain this to someone who's never been here? When you're like, hey, come check out Will Work for Recovery. They're like, why? What's it like?
Man, I be telling everybody it's a man cave on crack, and it's the best place on earth. You got to come check it out. Come on down and see us.
A man cave on crack.
Yeah, they
That's
got
it,
everything.
one?
Everything to touch, you want to touch. Kids can touch it. Whatever you want to do.
Candy?
Just not me.
Yeah.
It's not me.
I've met a lot of beautiful people between here and Clean and Serene.
Here,
So-
give one to your sister, too.
I came in these rooms with nobody in my corner, and now I got over 45 friends in these rooms that I can probably call on at any time.
That you can call on at any time.
Probably, yeah.
Because now, what's your weekly schedule look like?
I come here
recovery-wise.
every day except for Saturdays and Tuesdays. So I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Okay, so you're here quite a bit.
I'm here all the time, keeping up on what's going down. I'm gonna go to MNNAC maybe next year. Not this year, I don't think.
So it'll be there next year.
Yeah.
Why do you come here so much?
Keeps me grounded. This is my favorite meeting that I've ever come in common with.
How long have you been in recovery?
18 months.
18 months. Is this the first time you've been in recovery?
This is the first time in 18 months.
Okay. So,
I've been in and out of these rooms and I make it like 8 months or something. 9 months.
Okay, so for how many years? Like,
Since I was 20.
okay, and what you're like
31.
20? Okay, so
I'll be
about
31 in
10
like
plus years
90.
you've been familiar with recovery.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been trying to get clean for 10.
For 10.
Yeah.
And this time it's kind of sticking.
Yeah, this time.
People say like, "Oh, what's different?" But I'm gonna say like, "What's different?" Why have you were able to get 18 months now? And
The willingness to give it up, the drugs, and grow up and be just a man.
Did you hear that? Grow up. That's the hardest thing I heard at my Thursday night men's meeting at New Hope Alano was a group of guys putting their finger in my face saying, "Tim, it's time to grow the fuck up. Like you got to be an adult now." Like they didn't pull no punches. Like they weren't patting me on my back. They were like, "Grow up." Too bad. That's how this works. Too bad. I hated hearing it.
I'm still battling with trying to, figure this whole thing out and work and keep a house and all that, because I have responsibilities now that I prayed for when I was getting high, and now I'm like crying that I got them.
Yeah, that's Mark. Mark will be on the show, but I was in a small group with him, and he really worded it well. He was like, "Be careful what you pray for, because like once it happens, be ready, because it's going to happen." And now it's happening. Husband and wife.
Me, single.
No, I've already moved over. Sorry, Jay. Again, name.
I'm Anna.
Again, name.
Josh.
How do you two know each other?
I've known her for about 5 years.
Okay.
I actually met her in prison through my uncle.
You met her in prison through your uncle. Full of candy, and you're whispering. My audience can't hear you.
Full of candy.
So how did this relationship go for you? Break it down for us, because he's not going to be good at telling us.
I met him in my active addiction. He was one of the only people that I really had in my corner for a long time. This is my first time in recovery. I just hit 22 months.
Nice.
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 But last time that he wasn't in prison, I was still in my active addiction, and him and I were just really good friends. And we started to like kind of get together right before I got clean, and I went to jail for like 3.5 months, and then he went back to prison.
For like
18.
18 months. And you guys have stayed together through all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I know Josh put you on a pedestal. That's not fair sometimes. No, I mean, we should never put anyone on a pedestal, but he talks very highly of you. He just does. How you've held him down. You've been there for him through thick and thin. And I can speak from the side of the kitchen. Like, you handle business. Real quick, just tell the audience so I have it on recording. What was that thing you made in that, it was like a burrito thing or something? Like, I ended up going home and making it. It was almost a hamburger.
A quesadilla burger.
What is it? Tell us the whole ingredients, just real quick. It's not recovery related, but I want it on recording so I can go back and listen to it. So fire.
Applebee's.
First of all, I'm a chef at Progress Valley 1 Men's House. Shout out to anybody listening.
Progress Valley Men's House 1.
I'm the chef there, and
That's why that whole group is overweight. And it's because of their chef is fire.
Exactly.
Are you there?
Nope.
Oh. All right.
But so I always come to meetings after I get off work, so I bring food that I've made. And one day I came with a quesadilla burger that, yes, I did get from Applebee's. It was like my hands down favorite go-to.
Oh, good call.
And yeah, one of my favorite things.
How is it?
I was a burger maker at Applebee's for a couple years in Marshall, Minnesota.
Right.
On the
so-
run. So
So it's a tortilla with cheese, salsa, lettuce, a burger, and then pepper jack, and another tortilla, and then you fry it like a quesadilla.
Pepper jack. Wasn't there salsa in it?
Yeah,
Wasn't
I
there
said salsa.
purple onion, red onions?
Red onions, yeah, I missed that.
Come
Oh,
on.
yeah.
I went home and made, after I ate one, I went home and made it
Man,
again.
I make so much food, it all blends together.
It was super good. And tonight you brought in some homemade pizza because
Yep.
you make it, what, every other week, you said?
Every other Friday, I do homemade pizza for the guys. I make 12 pizzas every day, and it's.
So I know this is your job. How does this help you with your recovery?
I graduated through Progress Valley program. I still live in sober housing, and I mean, I'm around the recovery community all the time. It's what I live and breathe.
Okay, it's what you live and breathe. What? Hi, guys. I'm playing with the mouse on Josh's face. Audience can't see that, just us in-house. So, being in a relationship, what's the ups, what's the downs? What is there struggles being in a relationship while in recovery? Have you guys dealt with any issues with that?
Mainly for myself, it would be just past traumas that have happened to me that I haven't exactly dealt with yet, triggering me and not knowing why. I continue therapy weekly, so that's definitely helping.
Food?
But yeah, that's the biggest thing for me.
Candy.
Is the difficulty is the past triggers.
Oh, past triggers. Josh, you paying attention?
Yeah, I'm paying attention.
What struggles? What do you? This would be an insecurity. Do you have any type of? Is there any issues with being in recovery in the same rooms with the girl you in love with?
No, I don't see any.
Okay, there's not been problems, no nothing.
Not yet.
What advice do you give to someone else in a relationship in recovery?
don't do it.
Communication is key. Right?
Definitely.
And
Is there an example, or is there? Come on.
so every fight that we've ever been in, we calm down first, and then we each give each other the time to express ourselves. Right? And
Pause.
so
Do you say like, all right, let's take a break. Let's pause. Like when you guys are arguing,
it's
take me
just
through the process. Do you
it's an
talk about it?
It's an unspoken agreement.
Yeah, we just kind of like stop talking, or like I don't know.
Like
we
an anger
both
stop, or just like, and then,
no. It's more like
let's just say maybe I'm asking for personal advice.
But still put your leg on my leg before bed, so we can go to sleep. You know, type hate, love, like whatever, that kind or what?
So you pause, then go ahead.
So we paused, and then
Closer.
Yeah, be closer, brother.
No, we're not doing AMS, but or AMR or whatever it's called. RSC. Here, I can fix that. Go ahead.
he muted
I
them.
86. No, I'm joking. Go ahead. So you
but-
pause.
So we pause, and then we communicate. Like I think about what I'm about to say before I say it, because then I gotta look at myself, first to see if I was in the wrong, right? Or to see what was wrong in the situation that we communicated, or what I gotta think about, like what type of triggers I triggered. Like if I've triggered something in the past, I think about that. to
For
see-
yourself or for her?
For her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then I have to think about also myself, right? About what triggered me in order for her to make me mad by me triggering her. You know what I'm saying?
Is it hard to do when there are emotions involved? I'm
Oh,
straight. You know what?
it's
Straight
so
up,
hard for
I'm
me.
asking for myself. I am. I'm asking for myself with my own relationship.
Yeah, it depends on what it's about, right? So if it's something little, it's a lot easier.
Okay.
It's a lot easier to do. Bigger stuff, we haven't really got there yet. I mean, we're working through things. The bigger things, like we've had bigger arguments where we went to bed. I've went to bed mad. But that's only happened once, right?
Out of how long has it been? 3 years? Or what did you say? How long you been together?
Like 2 almost.
Yeah, almost 2.
Good. 2 years.
Yeah.
How do you go through these? Like, what is it? Same as what he's saying, or like, can you add to anything he was just saying?
I think just like because of a lot of our relationship has been, I don't want to say like at distance, but like at the same time at distance, because we've been together for so long, like getting used to him and his whole like everything about him,
Right.
his mannerisms,
Right.
his being next to me, like when he got out was really
Well, 18 months you're together, he's gone.
Right.
Like, that's got to be, yeah. So when he gets out, you're right there.
and like I've learned how to self-soothe myself in a way to like keep myself grounded and like built my foundation being sober and being out here and like just being patient and understanding and communicating is really the best. Is
Communication's
Best
key
advice,
is what
yeah.
I'm hearing here. All right, so I haven't talked to none of you three about this. First question, do you have a higher power?
yeah, I started going to church recently.
Okay.
I've been baptized since I was young. In the past, it's always been something that was either forced or like not a big deal for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that I'm open to and starting to explore.
Josh, do you have a higher power?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you have a higher power?
Yes.
How do you utilize it in your recovery? Are you able to? With struggles or anything that shows up in your day-to-days today?
So I try to look at what I'm grateful for. Look at what I've gone through and the trials and tribulations that I have overcome. This last week, I haven't been here at all the whole week.
I've been hungry.
I know.
Me too. Starving.
But no, I started coming here at least twice a week for the last few months. And this last week, I started part-time school after work.
okay.
So it's a lot of an adjustment. And yeah.
Are you able to utilize do you pray when things, or is there actions you take that your higher power is involved with when you're going through any of these issues, any problems in life right now? There's not a right or wrong answer. It's just
It's more just like trying to stay grateful and
Okay.
just like look on the brighter side of things.
Yep. I had someone.
We're
on
gonna
here
have our
that-
difficulties,
yeah.
and like I struggle with a lot of mental health issues, and And that's like the main thing for me. That's what led me to my addiction. And going without taking care of my mental health was a really big thing. So just trying to like stay grounded and stay grateful and like know how to center myself in those situations. That's really the biggest thing that I
We
do.
opened the show tonight with talking about mental health, and it was that like mental health is a thing. It's real. Please go to a doctor. Go seek professional help. Like these rooms can give you some help with, therapy, whatever. But like these rooms have a purpose, recovery related for the most part. So when it comes to mental health, like don't let anyone else tell you what you should be doing about your mental health. Seek professional help.
That's another really big thing that I liked about the program that I've been in, Progress Valley.
Yep.
It's very dual diagnosis focused, and it deals with a lot of the co-occurring issues that addicts and mental health patients struggle with.
So mental health has been something that you deal with.
I've dealt with it for like 10 plus years, 15 years.
Do you have support from your man on that one?
I do.
Okay.
He's so patient with me.
I was hoping you'd be like, nope. He's side-eyeing you too.
I know
Josh,
he is.
Josh, when problems arise, how do you bring your higher power into it? Or do you?
A lot of prayer. I gotta have a lot of prayer.
Especially dealing with my ass.
I pray for both of us all the time, probably like 30 times a day.
What do you mean? I
Just
know
cause,
that's
just because I've had a lot of anger issues in the past, right? And I've never done this before. Okay.
okay.
I've been patient just to blow up.
What's that? Oh, play with the toy out there, young man. Jack. We play with it out there. It's just too noisy for the radio. But you're all good, buddy.
I've always been patient just to blow up later, right?
Say that again. You're always
I was always patient with somebody
and okay.
and create resentments, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now I talk about them. You know what I'm saying? I talk about what's bothering me. I talk, you know what I'm saying, and I to give it to him what's bothering me, so I can, and I don't tell him to change her necessarily. I tell him to change me so I can deal with the things around me.
Would you say that's growth for yourself?
Yes. Yes, very much so. You know,
Bobby.
I'm trying to be.
No, keep going.
I'm trying to be patient with myself. Be uncomfortable. I'm being comfortable with being uncomfortable right now.
Get comfortable with not being comfortable.
Because it's
Oh my.
it's it's super hard. You know,
So
and,
hard.
this last week was a real big struggle. Last weekend I went to go see my homegirl's grave because I never seen it. I went to the funeral, but I just couldn't see her be buried.
Right.
Right. And I've been procrastinated over and over again for years. You know, I went back to prison and everything like that, and I got out, and I was just like, I need to go do this. You know, and I seen it, and I couldn't stay. It was hard for me to stay, and I wondered what was wrong for the past like week, and it was that. You know what I'm saying? It was a really struggle. It was a real struggle this weekend, or this past week.
But you did go.
Yeah, I did go. I did go see her.
Was it closure?
I think so. When she passed, when I was in Hennepin County, she was with me for part of it. This was before I bailed out. I cried for a month straight, bro. Every day, I cried for a month straight.
This is someone you grew up with, or someone you a close friend.
Very, very close friend. And at first, I thought it was because of my ex and the kids. You know what I'm saying? But man, I know it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know for 100% that it was me not dealing with my emotions or my grief and not having the time to do it, right?
Do you think waiting as long as you did made it worse even, or harder? Or no? Did you grow? Because like
Yeah,
you
because-
grew spiritually and like you
Because
think
when she passed, I was still in treatment.
okay.
I was playing poker. I remember the same day. It was a nice day outside. We were playing poker outside, $20 a game, and I wiped them down. Anyway,
You're dumbing.
and when my uncle called, this is before my uncle passed. uncle called me. He's like, "Yeah, Lily's in the hospital." I said, "All right, let me call you right back." And I called her mom. Her mom didn't answer, so I waited the next day and I called her mom. I said, "What hospital is Lily in so I can go see her?" She's like, "She's gone, Josh." And I was like, "Okay, well, will you give me the info for the funeral and everything like that?" Rob actually brought me, or no, he brought me to where I needed to go. He came get me all the way from Hastings. Brought me to, I believe, one of the malls. I think it was Rosedale, some mall. And then my ride picked me up from there, brought me back to church, over Flory or something like that. I don't remember.
More North Side Church
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Yep.
Where they used to have the food shelf. and
Great.
stuff.
Yep.
And then, but yeah. And after that, though, like I graduated treatment, went to the sober house, started working right away. And then from the sober house and work, I just hopped into another job. Like I didn't give myself, like I just hopped into another
grieving.
job, another relationship, dealing with 3 kids.
Keep telling. I want to hear this. I just
never-
gotta explain something real quick.
I
wanna
just
keep
never
going.
gave myself time to deal with my emotions. You know, and it was powerful when I did get it out because it was eye opening, right? It helped me. It let me know that God was right there with me the whole time, and He put me right where I was and right where I needed to be in order to get that out. So yeah, it was definitely something that helped me realize and grow and put me where I'm at today.
That was rude of me to get up in the middle of you sharing that.
You're good.
And I'm sorry, it was personal. Don't worry. It was personal shot towards you. No. I guess though, what I was kind of getting at is like,
Honey, he's cut off.
He's a DICK
bullshit.
asshole.
You face that, like you just went and dealt with that at a time where you're much stronger in your life and recovery, mental state, everything, right?
Absolutely.
Jay,
Yeah.
what's your higher power look like? Do you have one?
I do, but I'm also working on putting more of that towards in recovery. It's been a slow trip on this one because the last few trips were pretty fast. You know what I mean?
No. What do you mean?
I lived fast in those rooms, and you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't focused. I wasn't paying attention to myself or others, or having any respect for others. I'm trying to work on that, and I don't have like God in my life regularly. I don't pray, but I haven't had anything going on bad enough to need or accept that enough, I guess, yet.
Except that's good. I was gonna say you were about to say, or I need that yet.
And I was gonna say before, I've been really working on acceptance the last year. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the hardest thing about this recovery thing is accepting the things that we can't change, because it's like the most powerful thing too. Once you can accept those things, because like I haven't been getting a job like I want. I want to make a certain amount of money, and that ain't happening. And I do qualify to make that kind of money, but my record says I don't. So it's just a matter of finding a construction company that'll let me do floors for them for the money I want.
Hardwood or
hardwood
stick?
floors.
All right.
Install, tear out. You know, I work for Earl's right now, but that's a part-time cash thing. But I want something more full-time.
So acceptance is what you deal with the most.
Yes, right now. Yep. Because I've normalized death. You know what I mean? My dad's native, so I grew up in the native community, Little Earth a lot, off and on. And so I seen a lot of, it was normal. It was normal for an OD to be happening every day in front of you, be your cousin, your aunt, your uncle. I think the last 5 years I went to 55 funerals. I've counted them. And it's normalized it for me, death. Like I couldn't save the ones I wanted even when I was there with the Narcan. Couldn't save those ones. And I tried. You can be their fucking knight in shining armor, excuse me, my language, but you can be their knight in shining armor, but it's not going to be enough. Because that addict's going to take his own life eventually if they want.
Acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. When I am disturbed, it is because I can find some certain place, thing, or situation, some fact in my life that is unacceptable to me. And I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly the way that it's supposed to be at that moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake. Until I could accept my drug habit, alcoholism, past life, the bullshit, until I could accept it, I could not stay clean, sober, out of that old life unless I accepted my life completely on life's terms. I cannot be happy. I need to concentrate not so much what needs to be changed in the world, but what needs to be changed in me and my attitudes. I think
Gang.
it's hard to, for me, it was hard to utilize this page 417 shit until I had some type of higher power for me.
Yeah.
Because a lot of this is a reliance on a higher power.
But the problem with acceptance has like 105 roads. You know what I mean? You can end up going that way, this way, and accepting a lot of different things. But if you don't fully accept life on life's terms, you'll never be sober or in recovery, because the number one thing of this whole thing is the acceptance of all roads and whatever comes at you. Because everybody be like, "Oh, this is why I went back out." But if you would have just accepted life on life's terms, you wouldn't have went back out.
Right.
You know what I mean? You went back out because you thought there was something left for you. There's nothing but death left.
Right.
And that's what I found out there. So that's why I have been able to stay sober. I don't work a perfect program. I don't have a sponsor yet because my experience with a sponsor was very, very, very ishy.
Yeah,
And
bad
so
experience.
Yes, so I've slowly worked my way through this program to build myself up to where I'm at. Sponsor will be later on. But right now, I'm doing what I got to do, and it's working.
Yeah, I think I'm finally at the sponsor point in mine.
You think you're ready to get us? Hello? You think
Yep.
you're ready?
Maybe.
Not everybody needs one,
You'll
but you
find
got to
out
read
when
the
we're
book
going
still.
Tomorrow, I'll tell you that.
Right, I have one.
I have both books I read. It's, and you'll catch yourself. Some people come in these rooms, they'll all explain the same thing to you, and a lot of it all has to do with acceptance again. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing. That's all I can say is, like, the hardest thing I've had to accept is life on life's terms, because I'm so used to wanting and getting everything I want now. There was no, like,
Look,
I
if
got
you were-
it, too.
Yeah, like me, I was a dope fiend, and it was I do one action, and there was a reaction, instant, boom, high, feeling good instantly. So that's how life turned into for me. Everything was I do this happens. I came into recovery with that same mentality, but it's not like that.
No.
Shit I didn't come in here and you guys gave me the answer.
Nope.
I thought there would be, or some secret dance, or a certain handshake, and all of a sudden, all right, I'm not addicted to heroin no more. My life gets better.
What's a lifestyle, brother?
Yeah, I know. I was working my way to that, but it's just not. It's not now. It doesn't happen right now. And that's why I ask people, like, how is it going? Whatever, 18 months, however you're long in here. If you ain't got a sponsor, you don't got a sponsor yet. People do it. I've heard so many different ways to the finish line on doing this, being able to talk to many people over and over again. So, 2 quick questions. First one is, any superpower, what would it be?
We've been answered this question like 6
Elastic
times in the last week.
arms.
Elastic arms?
Yeah, like Elastigirl from The Incredibles.
Just arms?
Hell yeah. Okay, maybe not just arms,
no,
but
that's
like
yours.
elastic body.
Listen, that is no one else can tell you you're wrong. Elastic arms. She says so I can slap
That was
the
a
shit out
superhero,
of
though.
Josh when he's in the next room.
Yes.
So elastic arms. I love it. Josh, superpower. What is it?
Mystique.
What's that? Shapeshifter?
No, she can turn into anybody she wants.
Yeah, shapeshifter.
bro.
That's what a shapeshifter.
Mystique from X-Men. If y'all know,
So you want to be blue and have boobs?
Yes.
You want that superpower? I'm just busting ass. I'm just busting home. All right. So now, the name of the show is Attitude for Gratitude. Tell me about your gratitude.
I am grateful for everything in my life right now. Like I said a little bit ago, I'm working a full-time job doing something that I love, and I just started school doing another thing that I love and I'm really passionate about, so I'm really excited for the future.
Well, thank you for coming on the show, and would you come back on?
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you, Josh. Attitude for Gratitude. What's your gratitude looking like?
I am grateful for my higher power. He's so kind to me, and he keeps me pushing. And I just stay keeping on, like D. Jones Powell Senior says. And just waiting for that miracle to happen, because it happens throughout the struggle. You know what I'm saying? If you're not struggling, then you're not following your Lord. And that's 100%, 100% true.
Get a shovel. That shit's deep.
And
No, that's good. I like that. That's it. I love you guys.
because he covers everything. You know
Look,
what I'm saying? He
he's-
covers the woman
yeah.
I have to the treatment I'm in. You know what I'm saying?
He's got you covered like a rubber.
At least your food's covered.
Rubbers can break. Rubbers can break, sir.
I've never been pleasured. I've never been that blessed to have to worry about it. Sorry. So thank you both for coming on. I can't wait till the next eats. Thank you. I love you guys. Chucky, get back on because I know you're heading out. You're gonna hop on. All right, not yet.
MNNAC,
Mikey,
y'all, St. Cloud, let's go.
Yeah, MNNAC, St.
I'm
Cloud.
staying right
Let's
here
go.
because this was a couples
No,
one.
you're
I
good.
think we
Yeah,
did
yeah.
couples.
Yep. And now Mike and Chucky, batters up.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, so you're done, so we're blowing them out.
Actually, Monday.
You're done, so we blow out the candles?
Yeah.
You won't be here Monday.
I didn't know what kind of candles.
You won't be here Monday.
All right,
They're
well,
clean and serene.
that was
4101.
the couple of couples. All right.
That was a couple with a third wheel.
Thank you. All right. Eats on top of eats.
It was the quesadilla burger.
So TZ, thank you for checking in, and Ricardo and D Jones, thank you so much, and Ed, Big Ed, listening in. Great job, guys. Keep it going. We're riding soon. Yes, we are. Who are you, young man?
Chucky.
Welcome back, Chucky.
Thank you.
And again, who are you, young man?
Soap
Mike.
for hope.
Mike.
Mike. All right.
Yeah.
So we were talking about some stuff here, and we're going to kind of switch gears, and we're going to talk about goals. I had a question come in. Oh, and you know what? You guys see, someone's already utilized it. My phone number is going across the bottom of the screen. If you don't want to put your questions or comments up on the comment section, that better be God calling.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You can message me directly with any questions or concerns, and I will get to them. That's what we're doing now. So we had a question come in about goals, and we'll start with you, Jay.
Yeah.
Do you write down goals? How do you do with goals, and what are your goals? How do you address goals?
The last time I had an idea of what I wanted to do when I was in treatment, and I wanted my own place, I wanted my own car, wanted a job, my own money, and I made all that happen. Now it's time to set new goals, so I got to rewrite them down. So yes, I typically write them down, but then I usually goals are more like something I can reach for right away within the next 6 months or sooner. I'm a pretty fast mover, I got a good hustle, I got a good mindset. I make things happen, but like if I can't make that goal happen in 6 months, I'm probably not going to set that one very close to heart, Like I want a boat, but that's more like a 2-year plan. Because right now, can't afford a boat. And they
There's
cost
no wrong
about-
answer. This is that's what we're asking. That's why, okay. Mike, how do you address goals in your life?
Well, how I start off is I don't write them down. I mentally repeat them over and over again. Tell myself what I got to do, what steps I got to do to take it, and all this other stuff. And I repeat it over and over again where it just ends up happening. As within, so without.
Say that last part again. What?
As within, is so without.
What's that mean?
It means whatever you have and thoughts that come within constantly and what you think of yourself and all that stuff, it'll show on the outside.
Okay. Chuck, goals. How do you address them?
I pray about things, and then I take from the meditations of my heart. I'll either write them down, or like Mike said, I'll just keep repeating certain things, and then I'll write them down, and then I'll make them materialize.
Okay. I was gonna say not positive affirmations, but what's that called? Where you're talking into existence, or what's that called?
Life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Whew. Oh. Ta. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? It's funny. I don't know why that made me think of that. Whatever. So goals. That's how we address them. The other question that you sent me, reword it because I tried to read it and I'm not following what you're asking. So if you guys have questions, just send them into my phone and I will do my best to translate them and ask. With why? Because I mispronounce old words from the 30s.
Yeah.
Literate.
No, you just got that. What they call that backwards reading?
Oh,
dyslexic.
Dyslexic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and choice reading.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do when every time you try and achieve a goal, something gets in your way? And how do you not allow yourself to get discouraged when your past life is showing its face in your new life?
You say good.
Why? Why do you say
Because it'll let you think. It'll make you think outside the box instead of going straight forward how you would usually go. And problems will no longer be a problem. It'll be a way to think outside the box.
This goes back to being a man, though. You know,
No.
you got to be a man. You got to have the wisdom.
What if that was a lady asking that?
It is.
See,
There you go.
But no, I'm not. I was gonna dig. Mike got in the way before I was gonna dig in and say like, and what if you were? So keep going with that thought. I want to hear. Keep going with it.
you
You
just
said you got to be a man. No.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
I was just saying you got to be a man sometimes and say it is what it is, you know, and
Yeah.
live by that and accept that, you know, on its terms. It's acceptance again. 'Cause
Oh, so we didn't have to throw. You got to be a man about it. Type in.
yeah, you do, because you got to be a man.
And a woman's got to be a woman.
You gotta
like,
be,
yeah,
you
a
gotta
kid's
be
gotta a kid.
strong about it.
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
think the sex has
Okay,
to do
strong
anything with
then.
it.
Strong man.
Jeez, man.
Sex has a lot to do with it because men are stronger than women physically.
Whoa, I didn't say that.
Bro, yeah, that's
I
not the
didn't
host
say
saying
that.
that shit.
I didn't say that.
That's the guy Jay. You can see him down here
Yeah.
5 days a week and come talk to
Yeah,
him
I
about
didn't-
that.
I didn't say anything like that
Yes,
at all.
no, I've met some beasts out there
Yeah, I
that
know.
would smash me.
Try having a child. You would
Yeah,
die.
Yes. Wait
I
a
don't have
sec.
any.
Yeah, Mike pulled one out the back pocket. You're right.
Yeah.
I couldn't let no 5 pound something out of my body.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
Women
I'm
are
good.
beasts.
I got to tell you, I've been watching a lot of YouTube
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
videos of these women who are like fighters.
Oh, UFC fighter girls.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I tell you what, they would beat the crap out of me.
Yeah.
I
and
mean, they're
No,
tough.
yeah.
women can take
There-
way
there
more
is.
pain than men.
Yeah.
Depends on
Jay,
which-
you
which-
opened a can
No.
of worms.
No, I was beat
It's
every day.
a-
I could take a lot of pain, man.
It's known fact, dude.
No.
I don't care how often
You tell me
was
you
beat-
could have a 5 pound something come out your booty.
He
hole.
would
Probably.
die. He
Man,
would
get
die.
outta here.
I would not freak out.
this
They give you
dude-
epidural and shit.
This
No.
dude.
My ex-wife had 2 kids, no nothing. She pooped them out like turds. Boop,
Beast
boop.
mode.
And I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
And then to think you could ever, or
More
wait,
messy
I'm just,
than that,
you know
but
what?
yes.
So,
Like,
Way
yeah.
more messy than boop boop, though.
You know what, Samantha? I'm right
I've
on
seen
board
my
with
niece
you.
born.
I'm right on board with you and Kayla.
Yeah, I was about to say my oldest was like almost 8 pounds. My youngest one was like 5 pounds. Or some change.
Okay, you guys got to understand, the host of the show, Tim, was not behind the statement that Jay just made.
Yeah, I had nothing to say.
Mike either. We both were over here. We're boxing him on this
Yeah,
one.
we're like, whoa.
No, listen.
He's on his own boat.
he's out on an island.
Yeah,
I just think no. I don't think he meant it the way it was said. But
I think he did.
They
And
just come at me now.
I
They're
shouldn't have
rude.
dug in though when he was like, "Be a man." Like I shouldn't have dug into that because I knew like I'd get you caught up on the way you were saying it, and I know that he wasn't like being sexist about it. Like it just came out wrong. It just was. I know it did. It didn't. It didn't sound the way it was.
It's okay. You can come see me every day down here except for Saturdays and Tuesdays. We
It's
can
gonna
talk
be-
about it
It's
anytime.
gonna be like a protest of women.
No, it's okay.
Signs.
Whatever it takes. You know
No,
what I
because
mean?
I'll tell you straight up. This
Because I'll correct it. It wasn't
well,
meant
yes,
disrespect or anything
exactly.
like that. Women are very powerful people, and they do mean a lot more than men on this earth because they do create better opportunities and life, and they can take it just as they give it.
They
and
develop the seed.
Yes. All right. Okay. Here comes Mike. You're gonna get caught up now.
Yeah.
I'm just
don't
saying.
start.
These are facts. They develop the seed. Life is made between two.
Okay. All right.
That's
Just you know what?
debatable.
This is something that Paul wants these type. Paul told me a long time ago when I moved the show here from 2218. I was like, he was like, we should try a different format where we have different people coming on. I'm like, I can't get into no deep conversations. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. We get into some sustenance, lots of deep convos. I can't do that with 10, 15 minutes a person. He's like, yeah, but what we could do is we can get like almost a Jerry Springer style where
Wow.
we get people really kind of going at each other. I'm like, well, what kind of topics do you bring up? Like the big one is like,
Feminism.
well,
This
this
is
is one of
supposed
the
to be
first times
respectable.
we've been able
Yeah.
to bring something up where there's some other sides views, but like, are you sober if you're on Suboxone? Like that's a big one that people will
That's- yeah.
argue about. In
Same with
recovery.
weed.
Or are you sober
Yeah,
if you're
like
on
this
weed?
whole. I got a friend right now. He's a cross addict. I hope he's watching right now. he stopped meth and everything, right? But he has the medical marijuana card, and he goes crazy. Mouth spray, gummy, everything. And he goes to the casino.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, but are you completely sober if you're smoking nicotine though? It's all debate.
Right, coffee.
Everything.
That's why it's
can
will
be-
work for recovery and not no addicts don't turn away. You know.
So here's
Right.
the thing. With,
I get it. You know,
Yeah.
it's all the way inner, all the way out program. But at the same time, you have to have respect for the people that are still trying to get it together, even if they're not perfect.
the second
No
I
one
start
is
telling someone else how they should be doing the recovery, I better go buy a fucking mirror and look at myself, because I'm nobody to tell you how your recovery should look. Period.
Yeah,
Exactly.
If you're over here smoking crack and drinking booze and you're like, I'm doing good because I'm not on meth, then fucking good for you.
Right.
I'm not here to tell you how you should. Yeah, you're like, but listen, I'm not here to tell you how your recovery should look. That's
Yeah,
it.
'cause
My job is not to fucking tell someone else how they need to live their life or do their recovery. If they ask me, I'll give them some feedback.
You are allowed to put that boundary up though and say, I will not put myself in that.
Right.
Sure.
That doesn't mean you're judging anybody.
Boundaries
People will
and-
say you're judging them
I'm not
because you
gonna
put
hang out with
boundaries
someone
up.
shooting dope.
No.
No.
No,
I
but
can't.
or smoking crack or
Sure,
drinking for the most part. You know what I mean? Unless it's family. But drinking never bothered me. Like I'll go to a wedding. My mom will have a couple drinks. I'll bring her home. It's fine. No big deal to me.
Yeah.
But that's my mama. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying, like, there was a lot of years where I considered judging or telling people how to live their life in recovery, but you can't. That's why
No.
there's this beautiful place called Will Work. Otherwise, this wouldn't exist.
I just look at people's say I am around the people that's doing drugs or my drug of choice. I would look at their situation and be like, man, and when I was doing this, my situation wasn't at its best.
Right.
And that's what I always keep in my forefront. And I need my girls in my life, man. It sucks. It sucks.
I get it. And first couple years of my recovery, I was always quick to, I'll say the word judge, but more or less like tell you about yourself. Tell someone else about what they're doing in their recovery or whatever. If they're on methadone or if they're smoking bud or if they're drinking, and just, it's not for me. It's not for me to tell anyone how to do their recovery.
Right.
It's just not.
Right.
I do my recovery the way my opinions could kill you. The way I do my recovery could kill someone else.
Yeah.
And I'm not
Yeah.
taking that risk no more. Like
Yeah.
I've listened to enough people. The weed thing, I don't fucking have an opinion on it. I have one in my own head about my own shit, and that's for me.
Yeah.
With me, like the whole weed thing, it doesn't bother me if I'm around it because I know. I love the smell of it. It's the smell. I love the smell, but it's like the feeling that you get now as a sober person is totally different when you're years in it. And you know, because it's like I used to wake up 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, smoke a big stupid J, and I needed another J so I could eat.
I called it my medicine.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it was my medicine
definitely.
for me, so I could see how people are using it for medicinal use, but at the same time, it's not for me in my point in life.
And that's your journey.
Right.
I believe if you can handle the medicinal purposes and use it as needed and not abuse it, then good for you.
Sure.
But a lot of people are getting this bullshit.
Medicinal.
Yeah, because there's good positives and negatives to
Yeah,
it.
medicinal
some.
is like 2 puffs. You're never going to see anybody. It's like having a whole Lay's bag chips.
There's some people.
No.
Yeah, there's some people because
I got
people are on the CBD program. Yeah,
I
definitely.
got some old people
yeah.
that
CBD
one
or
puff.
low
That's
THC.
decent. And shit.
That's decent.
But there's people in these rooms that you talk to every day that do it, and you wouldn't even know it because you're not asking the right questions. You know what I'm saying? And that's because they respect you enough to not put it in your face.
Right.
And they might not smell like it because there's a lot of different ways around it now.
Yeah.
And
You
what
can
I'm
eat-
saying
you can eat a
is,
gummy and be toe up.
yeah, one gummy. But my whole point is there's a lot of people in these rooms right now. I can tell you right now, they're definitely doing it, and it's working for them. So I give them
Right,
more
right.
power to them.
Yeah.
But like alcohol and meth, if you're coming around here like that, maybe you might want to check yourself before you wreck yourself, because you're
Like,
gonna hurt other people.
I'm medicinally using crack. It's like
No.
it's
But
it's not working.
if you're gonna bring that into the room, and make sure you're not gonna affect anybody else.
right,
Don't bring it in here and be out here like that. Come here for the day and be sober for the day.
right.
You know what I mean? If you want to go smoke crack after, go ahead.
I used to smoke. I used to smoke weed, and I used to
Just have respect for the other people that want to be clean.
When I would get high, I wouldn't care about the bills and like responsibilities.
It's a dose of fuck it.
All right,
Yeah.
but listen,
Cat
I
Williams
stopped
said it best.
smoking. I stopped smoking for a while because heroin is more important. And then when I'd smoke, I'd be worried about bills. I took a couple years off. Then when I'd smoke, it did the opposite. I'd trip out about, damn, I got this deal, I got this responsibility, I got to take care of these bills. It fucked me up. It went backwards on me. The whole side of like medicinal. Look, they prescribe Percocets. So what?
That's crazy.
I'm just saying though. What I'm saying is, okay, medicinal. It's still the person responsible for taking it.
Yeah.
You give me one. That's why, man, I'm an addict. You give me something that's gonna say my dick's gonna grow. Do you think I'm just gonna take a little to make it grow? I'm gonna end up walking around on 3 legs because I'm an addict who's gonna keep taking more and more and more. That's me though. I can't tell Mike that you can't do this, that, or the third. It ain't for me to tell you. I'm just like, I'm an addict. I know better. I can't have just a cocktail.
Most addicts can't, but there's some few percent that can, and I'm jealous of them. So, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of functioning drug addicts. You know, I got a best friend.
In my journey, it's like I gotta let my girls see 100% me. I've never had 100% me.
Right.
So it's like, what is that like? In jail, I'm 600 push-ups a day and all this other stuff, and out in the world, it's like, dude,
No, you came to the table. You're here to be a dad now.
Yeah, I gotta be.
You're being responsible for another life.
I've been the hustling dad, and my kids are like, Dad, when are you gonna get a job? We've never seen you work.
I gotta tell you, being a parent has got to be the greatest.
Man,
It's
the
the
suckiest thing, but it's the greatest thing. I say it's sucky because
it's the hardest job you'll ever love.
you can't be you. You can't be the I don't give a fuck you.
No.
Yes,
You
get
took
it.
on another responsibility.
It's a totally different type of
But like, I don't have any kids, but the kids I do have around me, I do bless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
help them kids out. There's a few of them out there.
and you care about how you are around them.
Yes.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
you want some respect
yeah,
for the mom and the kid,
yeah.
even if they don't. You know. I hear
And
you.
so it's hella different, especially like not having that other parent to take them off your hands. It's like, you know what? I gotta be a totally different me. Like when I first got my first child, it was like I'm sitting in the crib, I'm on tummy time watching Teletubby and doing all this weird shit.
Dad shit.
Yeah,
It's not weird shit.
dad shit. But at the time, it was like,
It was weird. It's unfamiliar to you.
yeah.
All right, so listen, real quick, Chucky. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Soap for
and,
hope.
And then yes, and I'm gonna be booting you to put Ray on for a few minutes. So, tell us why you're here at Will Work for Recovery. What got you to start showing up here? What was the reason? Going to the whole soul.
Oh boy, that's a good question. My biggest thing that I'm pushing for is to create jobs and housing for people getting out of jail and prison. And till that happens, I'm going to make as much soap as I possibly can here and hand it out to as many people as I possibly can with the message on it, with the blessing, in hopes that it'll affect the right person at the right time, and hopefully it could be like something that they've been looking to hear, you know, like a sign of some kind, you know, like, and it's happened a few times now, hasn't it?
Didn't it just happen with this young man who got off the air? Did you guys exchange numbers?
Yeah.
Did you get your number?
Paul, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. No, that's good. That's the joys of this. So, what do you? We never even said. What do you do?
Oh, I make soap.
You make soap.
Yeah.
And what's the ingredients is in that?
Love.
Okay, what is the physical separate ingredients? No, like let me just highlight something. There's cinnamon, there's oatmeal, there is saponified
Okay, it's got coconut oil,
coconut oil.
and it's anointed with olive oil, and it's got cinnamon and oatmeal and lye.
And it's prayed over step by step. There's videos. We're going to figure out how I put the links on here that you guys can watch these videos of the process of it, some of his ideas behind it. The big thing is like he had a vision for what he can someday do with this soap. And there's going to be a separate interview that we put out here. I, and Paul, we just got to fine tune and do some editing on it. But We'll put that out on the We'll Work for Recovery page and a couple YouTube pages. The goal is, like he said, he's in here giving people opportunities to have some self-worth, do some work, make some money. Hopefully, like, it gets big enough where people can make the type of money to get their own homes, and people coming out of prison, a job, a legit job, like a tax-paying job. Just help people off the streets. Like, it's a good cause, and it's a hell of a great product. Like, I started using it. I used to get so dry. Like, I don't know if you can see. I get real dry right here. It's probably dry because I didn't use it today, but I start using that soap on areas of my skin that get dry. And I don't know. Maybe it's the product. Maybe it's the blessings in it. I don't know.
Yeah, we take Cash App, Venmo. We'll work for recovery. Come on down. 50 cents, $1, quarter, anything else.
Most definitely.
Come on down.
$100.
Anything. This guy needs soap. You need soap, he's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike has an
Best soap
experience
in the
with-
world.
Mike, could you tell us your quick story about the whole soap thing? And then we're going to go into your gratitude, and then I'm booting you.
All right. So one day I was running out of soap. I realized that.
Hang on. Let me interrupt. Mike is in a period of his life where he is figuring out his relationship with the higher power. He has one. He's had one growing up. It's not unfamiliar to him, but he's in a stage of his life where he's figuring it out. That's a good way of saying it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm like, damn, I need some soap. I was low on some cash. I'm like, man, I ain't got no money to go get some soap or anything, right? Literally, I'm on the way here. This guy is there. First time he's here with the soap. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Soap for hope. For real.
it was just
talking.
random. I was like, what? Like, that's crazy.
One night you're out of money, you're out of soap. You're like, I need some soap. And the next day,
The same day.
the same day, all of anything that could have happened. And
Soap.
in recovery centers, like, soap's not a thing, like, anywhere.
It's never.
And all of a sudden, some dude's in here like, we make soap with love from the Lord.
Yeah.
And you went home with a bar of soap.
Yeah.
I did.
So
I've
how does
even
that-
bought other people's soap.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what
tonight
we-
and any
yes.
other night I give $1 to this guy, and I bought soap for other people that don't have soap. So
How does that make you feel, Chuck, to hear that story?
Oh man, it's like I can't even put it to words. It's like the greatest. It's the greatest feeling in the world.
Here's some napkins.
exactly.
Dude, that's
Chuck's the most
that's
grateful
ex-
guy
that's-
I've ever
yes.
met, though.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
a great
yeah.
guy.
Grateful,
He's a-
grateful guy right there.
He's a great guy.
No,
But that's
it's from the heart.
literally how it happened.
yeah.
Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
So you got the soap.
Yeah.
What did you think of the message that came with it?
I thought it was great. And what's so crazy is I have eczema, dry skin.
You have eczema?
Yeah.
Eczema, yeah, me too.
I
Yep.
can't. I can't tell.
Exactly.
I just can't. Like,
Because I'm so beautiful.
Yeah.
Shit. You say, but you haven't seen my elbows.
They're ashy as hell.
But no, like, Chuck, that's like that's the side of things you know was gonna happen, right? You knew like some miracle stuff like that, like to you, like that's the gratification, or no, that's not the right word. The proof, or
The
It's
works of God, man.
Yeah, he's
that
God's
comes out
working
your
through
mouth.
him. God's working through him. He's blowing the horn for us. People are coming through and buying soap.
Yeah. And it's becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And it might not spark how you want it, but it's gonna gradually grow.
I think you've accepted on God's time.
yeah.
You've been doing this for how many years?
A long time.
Like almost a decade now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like you've got patience under your belt, and this isn't the first time. You know, we all we need to talk about is like where we're at today, and we're moving forward. It's a blessing to have you here and to have you doing what you've been doing and giving your time, because Chuck's here for double-digit hours daily. He's here. I'll come in at 8, 9, 10 o'clock morning
Yep.
and see him at night, 10, 11, 12 at night leaving. Like, you put time in here.
I want to get the soap and the message that comes with it into as many people's hands as possible.
That's beautiful. We hope he has his own stand at the new place when we
He's-
move for Will Work here. When we move to the new place, let's hope he's got his own stand there, huh?
Yeah.
Like a lemonade stand. Let's hope.
That'd be awesome. That'd be
Chuck, is there anything you'd like to add before I shoot you on your way?
Can I do a quick Captain Soapman?
I'd love it. Here you go. This is it. Mike, you ain't heard this. Watch this.
Captain Soapman here, reminding you of the importance of washing your hands before duty and after. Here's to raising the bar. Up, up, and away from germs. Captain Soapman out.
I hit the wrong button. I didn't want the wah.
Dick.
I meant a rim shot.
I tell you what,
Chucky.
coming here is making me into a better person.
Yeah.
And it's keeping me from doing things that I might do. Let me just put it to you like this. Coming here has been a real blessing.
There you go. No, that was
sir.
perfectly said.
Thank you.
It was perfectly said. And we're working on that. Like, you're right. It's helping you to be the person you want to be.
And yeah.
We'll work for recovery, baby.
Yeah.
Chuck, what's your gratitude look like?
I'm grateful for everyone in this room. I'm grateful for my family and my friends and I'm grateful that there is a God that loves us, and through him we just keep loving one another and being there for one another, and I guess I'm grateful for God, my family, my friends, my neighbors, everyone in this room, and Paul just walked in. I'm grateful for all you guys.
It's Pickle Rick. Adios. Paul, adios. Are you locked up? Okay. Oh, they're still in there?
Yeah, that's
Good
Paul Wall, the people's champ. He's out.
All right, Chucky, I love you. Thank you.
love you
If
too.
you're around after and we're still going, you hop back on.
Yes, sir.
I just want to get Ray on. He's been sitting there.
Yeah, he's
for a
got his
while.
47 years today, don't he?
Oh, you know what I would love to do later?
What would you love to do later?
If you want me to, I can do it an hour later.
The horn?
A bless.
I'd love it. Why don't you go ahead, go grab your stuff while he's on. I'd love for you to bless. You'll hear. Just go ahead and grab your stuff. Come on over, brother.
Yeah, when you're ready, I can hop back off
Oh, you're good.
for him to blow the horn.
No, he won't need to be on to blow it.
This is pretty incredible to meet this guy tonight.
Yeah.
He's got more years than I've been alive here, so
Yeah.
it's pretty incredible.
Who are you, young man?
My name is Ray.
Welcome back to the show, Ray. It's good
Ray.
to see you. So, what's going on in your life today? Anything substantial happening?
Today,
Look at this. Hang on. Boom. Wait, right.
Sober date.
There we go. Pull your arm back a little. Look at that.
77.
4/19/77.
He's been sober longer than my ex-wife been alive.
He's been sober
And
2 days
she's-
longer, or 2 years longer than I've been alive.
Yeah, and she's
A
40,
decade and a half
She's
longer than me.
46. She's 46.
Yeah.
Blessings, baby.
That's crazy. You out here?
46 years, is it?
47.
47.
47 years of not a drug or alcohol and nothing in your system. You've been clear-headed for 47 years.
I'm not.
That's a good answer.
With those type of numbers behind your recovery, what do you do? What does your recovery look like lately?
Okay, well, I'm retired too. The one thing when you get 40-some years of sobriety, you know what happens? You get old.
Okay.
Oh, that happens?
I'm 65 years old now.
Yeah.
So I'm retired, and I just work a part-time job as a security guard. I have a cat. I have my trailer. I have a roommate. I have a. Let's see. I play cards every Tuesday and Friday.
Where, at Running Aces or
No,
Canterbury?
at Fridley.
At the Alano.
Yeah, at the Alano.
Yep,
We
Fridley
play-
Alano.
We play pinochle.
Pinochle, old school shit, baby.
That's old school. That's like million hands of rummy in one.
Oh yeah,
That's crazy.
it's
We've
great.
been, you guys didn't know about it, but we've been booted twice and we lost. We We're back on now. If anyone's out there listening and you notice that, please message me directly if you're able to, and it went silent on you. I'm sorry. But thank you for sticking around, and thank you for hopping back on. Please share the show. 47 years. Recovery is all week long for you.
Yes, it is. I always have something to do. If I don't, I create it.
With this amount of recovery under your belt, what do you tell a newcomer when they walk in the door, look lost as shit, and don't know what to do? And they sit down next to you? What's the conversation sound like?
Well, one of my friends who has more sobriety than I do, he has like 54 years. He said, live one moment at a time. Not one day at a time, but one moment if you have to. Get it down to one moment.
Live for the moment, basically.
Okay, so I have to ask you.
Go ahead. I want
Go
you guys.
ahead.
Yeah, I'm a person. I'm to myself
You're
all
a
the
person.
time.
Oh,
I'm to myself all the time, right? And the only time I'm around people is when I go to meetings or group. What should I be doing with my time other than that? Or how do I use or utilize my time?
Prayer and meditation. Meditating can be, I listen to old music from the boomer age because I'm a
Elvis.
baby boomer.
Okay.
So I listen to boomer radio on the
I heard.
iHeart, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I do at work because when I'm at work, I'm totally alone in this building. And I'm a security guard. So
Okay.
So Mike's asking, like, how do you pass your time when you're not in the rooms of recovery? You pray and meditate?
yeah.
You watch TV? Do you read books? Do you go
yeah.
on hikes? Like, do you have hobbies? What?
Oh yeah, well, I told you I play pinochle, and my other hobby is taking care of my cat. My cat needs a lot of attention. She's really got a lot of anxiety, so she jumps all over me all the time. Like when I go home, she's going to be throwing a fit because I haven't fed her yet. So she's going to be throwing.
So she'll be
a fit.
all over you, in and
Yeah.
out your legs.
Yep.
All over.
Yeah.
Doing a figure eight between my legs, complaining. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen. Anyway, other things that I do on a day, like Thursday, I play chess with a friend of mine. Thursday night at 7 o'clock, we play chess. We play
What does
5
your
games.
What does your phone book look like right now?
My phone book doesn't look that big anymore because I lost the phone a long time ago, and I lost a lot of numbers.
47 years. Like, there's got to be people you know from everywhere.
Yeah,
Like, there anywhere you walk into, like, there's a familiar face somewhere, right?
He's probably remember.
quite a bit, yeah. Like when I walked in here, I knew Squid,
Yeah.
and I knew Grady, and I knew a lot of the old timers down here.
Yeah.
Manny.
Yeah.
I knew
Rest
all
in
those
peace.
guys.
Yeah, and that's the thing. 47 years, you watched a lot of people pass away.
Yeah.
Yes.
And not just from old. They graduated.
Yeah, they graduated.
No. The only way you
Graduated.
you graduate this program
It's
is you
through
die
life.
clean. You die sober.
Yeah.
Like, that's what these old timers told us. And, like, that was one of the hardest things I heard in recovery was this guy, Manny, he's talking about first few years of recovery. I got close with him. He was the first one who put me in my place. Like, he just said I said a joke. A couple guys laughed, and Manny was like, "Is this really how you want to be seen?" But he didn't put me down. He said it in a way of respect, but also enough to be like, ouch. Because I said a good joke. Like, people laugh, but Manny was just like, "Is that how you want to be known and seen? Like, that's who you want to be?"
It's your
Like,
beard.
no.
man.
But it was humbling. And then when he was on his like deathbed, he's like, "I'm gonna just get busy living, man. I'm not worried about dying." And he did up until he was bedridden. Like, to watch that type of shit and not go getting drunk or high over to not have to deal with it, that's new to me still. Doesn't matter 6 years in, that's new to me.
That's another reason I want to be done because I want to lose a lot of people now. People are getting older. You know what I'm saying? Like family members. I got a lot of grandpas and grandmas and aunts and uncles and greats and stuff. They're not going to be around much longer, man. You know, I already said goodbye to one of my grandmas, and that was the hardest thing I ever did. Because your grandma's always she loved you different than your mom. It's hard to explain. Because they gave you the candy, they gave you that extra love and nurture because they may not have had it or didn't do it right. So they did it right the second time around, and it was different love. It was unconditional. And the one thing I prayed on that I would get instead of being an addiction was one more hug from my grandma, and I didn't get that. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing I ever I was getting high and I was trying to find myself, and instead it taught me a life lesson that now I need to grow up and be the man I wanted to be, so that I can enjoy the people that I can while they're alive.
Right. And like you said, man, you've experienced, like you said, 50 deaths just up on the res type shit. Like, to be able to show up for other people, like, what's been some of the biggest blessings for you? What's been some of the biggest rewards being in recovery this long, Ray?
Well, peace of mind.
Explain. What does that even mean? When
Yeah, how did you find your peace of mind?
Fear is an illusion.
False evidence appearing real.
Fear is an illusion. So if you accept that you can do just about anything you want, anything you love to do, like that's why I go out and do all these things, because I love to do them. I love to play chess. I love to play cards with my old buddies. I love my cat. I love my girlfriend. So.
And you meet a lot of beautiful people in these rooms.
Yep.
It's one of the gifts you get for keep coming back.
And when I come here, I feel like, wow, I have the most sobriety in the room.
Bro, there's not many. I mean, sure, you're hanging out with someone with 50 plus years, but there's not many people that have more sobriety than you.
Most people haven't even lived that long yet, or will live that long.
Oh, Dad's giving you guys the look. Ray,
Yes, sir.
you've been coming around you've been in Minnesota this whole time? Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you been out of state? Like, have you been to meetings around the nation?
I've been to ones in Chicago when I visited relatives out there, West Side AA and West Chicago.
What's that like being at meetings out of state? Like, what's it like being in recovery at new places for you? You welcome it? You get nervous? Do you get scared? Do you anxiety? Like or is it how do you approach it?
I welcome it. It doesn't faze me a bit. I go to a lot of different clubs. I've been to a lot of different clubs around here. When I first started coming here, my friend Grady was coming here.
Yep.
Do you remember Grady?
Grady, yeah.
Okay, anyway, Grady said they're having a chili feed down here. So I decided, well, I'll go to the chili feed. What the heck?
That was at the Illinois. I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're probably back on the other side.
Yeah, back on the
Talking
other
about the
side.
other side.
Yeah, that
They
was the
did
other
just do
side.
one.
I know.
That was
They'll
a
do
long time
more.
ago.
It's okay, Mike. So, yeah.
They've been doing stuff like that for years. So.
And dances and all kinds of stuff.
And dances. Well, I got to tell you something about the dances. I went to Paul, and Paul said, "Yeah, maybe we better not have a dance. There'd be a lot of intermingling between the sexes." And so I went to Gracie, and I went to Miss Gracie, and I went to Caroline, and what do you know? We're having a dance.
So Ray's
They
the one who got the trigger pulled.
overrid Paul.
Intermingling.
Intermingling.
Sex.
What do you mean? Girls and guys are going to dance together?
Yeah.
What? That happens? No way.
Would Paul wanted dudes
I wish he was in here this whole
dancing
crew.
together?
No.
Like, he's weird.
He's
That's
not
not-
a prude like that anymore.
Yeah, I
That
know
was
what
back
hands
in
are
the day.
for. They're for holding.
That's it.
I better see some daylight between your hips.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but he rides a 1975 Chevrolet, right?
Old timers are
Whatever.
great to have around, man.
They do talk a lot.
They prefer
That
the
should be
words
funny.
elder
Some shit, yeah.
statesman.
I love when Paul is going like, "Yep, alrighty then." All that
Da-da-da-da-da.
stuff. Well, the things we've done around here for years, and he'll say, "If you can give a penny, a quarter, a nickel, a dime, anything else." That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get some questions on there?
Yeah, but no.
No, not really.
He can't read.
It looks
can't
like our
read.
viewers left us after that shutdown.
Okay, you said you were Jewish. Do you know what my hat means?
Yeshua is my master.
Yeah.
Yeshua. Who's
It's
Yeshua?
the
Yeshua.
proper
I thought
name
it
for
said Yoshi.
Jesus.
It's the proper name for Jesus.
Yeshua.
I thought it said
Yeshua.
Yoshi,
and
Yeshua.
Yahuwah is God.
I got Yahuwah.
but we could debate if he's white or.
But that's
or
what
black.
Peter
That's it.
called.
That wouldn't be a debate at all, sir.
That's what
Well, it is.
his
Depending on who you're
disciples
talking
called
to.
Yeah,
And I ain't saying. I'm just saying we could
That's
debate
cool.
about that too.
No, we don't do religion or politics.
Nope.
To that
we do not like
form.
wrestle about that here.
So what we're gonna do here is, unfortunately, we're getting to wrap up. we're having issues with stuff right now. We keep getting cut. Their audience is getting cut in and out.
Oh, okay.
And I know why. It has to do with this internet stuff. It
didn't
won't
pay
be
his
this way when we
Wi-Fi?
get to the new. Yes, I
Location?
did.
Oh,
Otherwise, we wouldn't have a show.
He keeps touching the mic.
I know I can handle that. Ray,
Yes, sir.
is there some stuff that you'd like to share with? I mean, the floor is yours, bro. You got 47 years. You got time. Like, share with the audience about some stuff. Like, what's on your mind? Talk to us.
Okay. Faith in God is, there are three basic kinds of love that I found. There's sexual love, there's brotherly love, and there's unconditional love. That's what
Agape.
they said to me a long time ago, and I really believe that. And I try and do all those. And I really try to do unconditional love quite a bit. So wherever a person is at, I let them be there, like you were saying you did. I let them be where they're at and try and be their friend and try and make them a better person by little things I might say to them and stuff. You know, give them suggestions on how to live, right?
Something that guy Dave Robinson said to me a few years ago about that when I was like, I love him unconditionally. And he snapped at me. He's like, then why are you putting conditions on it? I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, you said if he does this or that, or when he does this, it upsets you. If you love unconditionally, that's exactly what you're saying is like you don't put conditions on that love. Meaning don't put up roadblocks. You can't. Be careful with that statement. And like you've learned to love unconditionally. That's I'm just at like that's something that I still work on.
Yeah, that's hard.
I still work on it too, especially the people that's supposed to love you unconditionally.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I don't think no one's. I mean, even birth giver, like you don't. There's no written. You have to. No one has to love no one. However, it's each their own. Mike, what? Because it's your mom. She's supposed to love you unconditionally.
No. She's only
Yes.
supposed to put you on this earth. That's it. That's all she was supposed to do and leave you.
Well,
That's what
I
any other
was-
animal does. Leaves their,
you're
their young.
wrong.
That's the problem with society. You're wrong. You're the guy.
Go ahead, Ray.
You're the problem.
Well, I was pretty lucky because it goes Jesus, my mom, everybody else. Yes. That I appreciate, that I follow after, that I try and be like. Because my mom was the sweetest person, but let me put it this way: she had a blood relative that was disappointed because her children didn't come and see her very much. So my mom confronted her and said, well, you don't feed them when you bring them over. Feed them a good meal, they'll come over.
All the time.
All the time, yeah. So that's what my mom told her. But she had another one that was married to a cousin of hers, a woman that was married to her eldest cousin.
Okay.
And she was an elderly school teacher, and she just used to love to hang out with her, and they would talk all the time. But this one that she confronted, she barely ever saw her. She just didn't hang out with her because she had a bad attitude. You can put yourself in situations where you know you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You got to get yourself out of there.
Yeah.
You got to walk out the door. You got to say, no, I'm not going to be here. This is enough of this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So I try to express that to other people, and they want to do their own thing, and I say, well, go ahead. But know that there are consequences.
Consequences, yes. Hey, Ken and Jacob and Sean and Samantha and Kayla, thank you guys, and Eddie and Dee, everyone who keeps checking in, and everyone who's messaged me privately, thank you. We appreciate the questions. Ray, 47 years, man, that's a huge thing. I'm grateful for your clean time. I'm grateful for your sobriety. Like, you are my predecessor. You are the proof that this program works if you work it, and I just want to thank you.
Sure,
Yes,
thanks.
thank you.
Thank you. Tell me about your gratitude. What's it look like?
I'm grateful for everything that I have. And I'm grateful for all the people that I know. And I'm grateful for my master's guidance through my life.
Okay, no, we're going to take a left turn. Oh, no, we're not. Not yet. Tell me about your gratitude, Mike.
My gratitude is being in the situation that I'm in right now, because otherwise I would still be out there chasing the plug and doing crazy shit, and my kids will be throwing peas at me like, Dad, here, you drop this. So
He's not talking about the vegetables, boys and girls. So let's real quick left turn back to an earlier conversation. I just forgot that we never picked back up. This last 2 weeks, you've done some things, and what did I updated the audience that Mike's a single parent in the midst of having CPS try to give him his kids. They're trying to make it so he can have his daughters. But what did your side of the street look like in this situation, and what's going on lately?
Well, the court is fighting for me to have full custody because my ex-wife is messing up in prison. They gave her 12, she'll do 6. The way she keeps on going, she might end up doing the 12. So the court's is looking at me like, you know, I'm good shit right now.
You're the good parent.
It's always been that way. It's always been that way, and it's sad, and I pray that she comes out or start doing better. But I'm going through that.
Like when you go to court, is she there?
She used to show up on video because she's in prison, so she does Zoom, but she's in SEG right now, so
Fucking up.
she's fucking up, and I can't blame her because she went in there with a bad fentanyl drug habit. So
How long ago did she go in?
2021.
Oh, so she been down for
22
2 years now.
Yeah, about 2 years.
She's been down 2 years.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, like in prison, you can still cop.
Yeah,
And
and especially with the pockets they got,
yeah,
they got the rocket pocket.
okay. So,
Oh my.
So it's something like right now. She's just not. It can't even say like she's focused on her. She can't even. You can't
No.
claim she's doing shit for her kids.
And there's so many programs that she could be doing
Yes,
in prison and everything like that, and she's not doing any of it.
So all that aside, like where you're at now, you just went to court.
Yep.
Like, why?
To see where I'm at.
And how did that turn out? Like,
I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, plus more. Only thing I'm waiting on right now is housing, and I get my girls back.
that's it. One step left.
Yeah.
Like we shared about this on the show. How old are your daughters?
7 and 8.
7 and 8. And when you were 9, you knew how to cook a good batch of crack.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
At 9, you were cooking crack.
Yeah.
And that's what your elders taught you.
Yeah.
Parents, family, uncles, whoever.
Yeah. My
Like-
mom taught me how to not feel. My dad taught me the street.
Okay. And like you've shared with me, like you don't want that for your kids.
No. I give them all the loves and hugs and kisses I can possible.
Yes. You're breaking the. Come on.
I'm breaking the chain, man. I'm breaking barriers, man. Like family curses, man. Like my mom didn't love on me like she should have, and it caused a lot of ripples that I didn't deal with until now.
You're dealing with now.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have some fun working in this book, boy. I'll tell you what. It's freeing. I'll tell you what. It is. It is. Confession's a motherfucker, but it's what I needed to get to where I'm at today. It is.
That's the part I don't want to do.
Yeah, and that means what? That's exactly what.
No, that
you
means
need
that's
to
the
be
part
doing.
I don't want to do.
Yeah, I know. You can't. You get.
That's
to
like
take,
that's like tonight. I didn't want to be here at all. You know what I mean? I didn't because I knew all my friends were gonna be at MNNAC tonight, and I'm like,
yeah.
oh no, so no one's gonna be there. But I'm like, I'm gonna go hang out with Ray and Paul anyway, and it ended up being a full house tonight.
You
So
know what? Wait a sec. Pause. We got someone 47 years here, and we're talking ignorant. Why should he be doing? You heard what he said. What he does, like step 5 shit. What's the benefit? What does it do for him if he works through some thorough steps?
Some thorough steps.
Like a fifth, a good fifth, a good
filth.
a good confession.
yeah, like a real one.
Like how real does this confession stuff
As
have to
free
be?
as you want to be.
Like incriminating?
There's no
Yes.
incriminating. There's nothing.
Everything.
That's crazy.
It's either me or a
It is
preacher you're going to
crazy.
tell it to, and it's not. Here's the
So-
thing, and this is the big fear people have is like you're going to say something that hasn't been said or you don't think it's been done, and I've never experienced that. in 47 years, have you experienced someone come to you and say, I shared my fifth step, man, and now people hate me because of it, or people are talking about me because of it, or I've got charges facing me because of it?
No. Never. Not once.
47 years. He's probably done it 100 times.
I've done 5, 4th, and 5th steps over the
5.
years.
Hey, and we're nowhere near that. It comes.
Your beard is stupid.
Two of the biggest.
Subject. Trying to put that mask on again. Here we go.
Yeah.
Now you really need a step 5.
Two of the best things that I've heard in these rooms are the one is about truth. Like, someone shares something in a meeting and you feel affected by it because it has something to do with you, and it's a truth. So you needed to hear that. And the second one is the things you don't want to do the most. It's exactly what you need to be doing. If you want to get better, only you are the one. Only I was the one who knew that shit. I'm the only one who can go through it and do what I want. I'm the only one who's going to be as free as I want to be. My sponsor wasn't going to get me to open up. It was on me because I want this shit. Everyone's different. Everyone will be on their own paths on that shit. Ray, what would you say to a young man who's in the midst of trying to get his kids back, and like you heard a little bit of their story, and they're like, I don't want to have to do fifth step. What would be your advice?
Well, if you do a 5th step, you'll find out a lot of the burdens that you carry with you will be relieved. And all the 6 secrets that you kept will be gone. You're only as sick as your secrets, so all those
snorkel.
6 secrets, you need to get away from those.
And I know in my head when I was hearing this on the first year or two, when they're like the secrets, I'm like, you don't have a clue, bro. You don't have a clue. If I start telling you my secrets, either you're gonna hate me, you're gonna judge me, you're gonna.
What if you can
I'm a
only
dirty white boy.
remember half of those?
You don't have a clue the type of. And I was a dirty junkie.
I'm just saying, how do you remember all your secrets? Because half mine I forgot.
I
half
don't,
of
but
them.
they do pop up, and that's why he's
some
done
of them,
5.
Some of the stuff, man, just never go away.
Some of them I was in psychosis for, though. For like 31
And
days.
then it
Getting
matters
high.
none. It
Not
matters
sleeping.
none. If it's not on your brain, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not on your brain, then it's not really that
Like,
serious.
We give confession to release it, to get it out. That
Okay.
is a good way. Go ahead.
If you admit to God your sins, okay, they are as far away as the east is from the west.
Woo, get another shovel. That shit's deep.
It's okay, Michael. You're not ready to dig.
That's why it's not step 1. That's not why it's 2. That's not why it's 3. There's a reason for where it's at, and you don't have to.
Just don't skip the 1 and 3 and turn it to 13. You know what I mean?
I like that. To me, like once I got, I don't know, quarter way into the book, and after maybe the 10th meeting with him, like I started getting gassed up. I was excited. I was excited to be like, oh, I'm gonna get even better, like, because like I said, there's a reason this shit goes in order, and like after I'm working on this 4th step. And I'm already feeling better because I'm at a year and a half in, and life's getting better. I'm starting to have a better head on my shoulders. And I'm like, shit, it can get even better. He's like, you have no clue. Once you release this bullshit, you have no clue. And it was free. It's weird. The best thing I can say is I went from a guy, and it had nothing to do with what I shared my 5th step, but I did a lot of speaking. I still do a lot of speaking in front of public and all that.
That's because your beard sucks.
I couldn't look people in the eyes when I'd share. I just didn't. Like this or like that. I did a 5th step. For some reason, I was able to. It was weird. That was me, though. And everyone's different, whatever. And you guys can hate on my beard all you want. Just because you can't grow a decent beard or whatever the case is.
I can grow a
My
goatee.
shit is beautiful.
He couldn't look people in the eye because he came out the house of Diddy.
Yeah. He was
And now I shared about it.
Diddy's
Now I
messed up,
shared
bro.
about it.
House of Diddy.
He was at a Diddy party.
The diddler.
I threw the Diddy parties.
McDiddler. They called
Yes.
you Timmy McDiddler.
The diddler.
The diddler.
We won't be able to get into that conversation tonight, but I do appreciate you guys sending in the questions and the update for a topic, but we're gone 2 hours at this moment. So, we got kind of into Mike's history. I could have went deeper. We will, because you will be back on Friday. Jay, tell me about your gratitude.
I just try to wake up grateful. I have my bad days still, but I try to just remember that there's always a positive to everything I look at. Instead of trying to find all the negatives or what I want, or don't do. Even when I'm mad, sometimes I'll hang up on somebody and I won't call them back till tomorrow to apologize because I don't even know why I was mad. But at the end of the day, I know that I have to be grateful that I wake up every day, that I have 2 eyes that I can see out of, that I got a vehicle, shelter, and food. And anything beyond that, I probably don't need right now. And I put my recovery first right now, and that's why I come to meetings 5 days a week. I do take the weekends for myself because I like to go fishing. That's my thing. That's my
crappie
release.
season right now.
Yep,
So,
walleyes sooner.
are we all good with talking about some superpowers? Did you tell me what yours was earlier?
No, we skipped over me.
Come on. What?
I don't even know if I have one, but if it was good,
If you could have a superpower, any superpower in the world, what would it be?
I think I'd want to move metal objects.
Metal. So like Magneto.
Yes, like be able to build with them and move
Bro,
them.
I gotta get you handlebars. You've been touching on that mic the whole time. All I've been asking is don't touch the mic. You're
He's
fired.
been going crazy.
I know.
He's been going
And
crazy.
look, and then he just still did like this.
Yeah.
It's all good. I'm gonna get you.
Mine is falling, and you can hate me all you want.
Falling?
Yeah, it keeps going. Ask him. It
It-
has been.
it's
It's been going down,
It,
dude.
it
and I'm
started
I'm tall.
properly till someone started touching. I come in ahead of time, make
It
sure
was
these
your
things
beard.
is fine.
It was your
So
beard.
you want to be Magneto?
Yes, that would be that's my favorite. Yeah.
You get another shot at this. What you want? What you want, Mike?
I still want to teleport.
Teleport. Hey, that's
Like,
all good.
like grab people. Like, oh, we're going somewhere. Whoop de whoop. Come on, kids. Boop boop.
What was that movie? Jumpers.
Yeah.
What was the guy with the cape that could do that? Go through different time zones.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Yeah, that's the one.
Benjamin
Yeah.
Cumberbatch.
Yep.
Teleport, man. I can go snatch up some money, go on a trip.
So you go back in time, take some shit, and go back. Make your kids and you rich or what? Is that what you're saying?
Invest in Apple before it became a big thing.
Your one secret is though you are a superhero to 3 little kids, so don't worry about
I
it.
guess.
Even Jack.
Yeah.
Even little Jack.
He acts like he doesn't like me, but he always wants to be around
He
me.
loves Uncle Mikey. He loves Uncle Mike. Look at all shy. Don't be shy at Jack. Little kids get mad when you do that.
He's angry.
So teleporter. You know what? Ray.
Yes.
Any superpower under the sun, what would it be?
Resurrection.
Now here's a follow-up question to that. 3 years dead and all. You mean resurrected into good form? Mm-hmm. Bring back somebody who had their skin
yeah,
off.
like what do you mean? Like
Bring
back
somebody from dead or
you want to
Yeah.
keep dying and coming back, or
No. He can resurrect people.
Other people.
Yeah.
he wants to bring his people
Yeah,
back.
like my auntie who's been gone. But instantly, I'm like, oh shit, she's been in a coffin for so long. Like, but bring them back to their glory.
Mm-hmm.
Bring them back to their heyday glory. Chucky, what's your superpower?
I'd want to have a superpower that I would make the most awesome soap in the world.
You already do.
When people use it, that they would feel love.
You already do that.
Yeah.
Then
That's the
my
thing.
other superpower
Say
would be
order.
that I wish I could walk into a area where there was chaos and bring peace.
He said, what's that girl?
A peacemaker.
A peacemaker.
You're the peacemaker.
Mine's
yeah.
in my glove box right now.
yeah,
All right.
Not everybody keep them there. Some got to keep them in the trunk.
yeah.
Under the
So,
spare tire.
We talked about a lot of stuff tonight out there, and the main thing is if it, like this mental health thing. We've had some people on the air talking about mental health, and like it's a real thing. So if you're out here struggling with mental health, or you feel alone, or you feel some harmful thoughts, or anything like that, please reach out. You're worth it. You're worth this life. Like fight for yourself, and you deserve this happiness. So. Like life shows up. It's gonna show up. No matter what happens, like you belong here. There is another way. There's a hotline. I think it's 988. Feel free to call that. If you're struggling, if you pick the phone up and you can't reach out to anyone in your phone book, call 988. Like I said, we lost someone this week, and there was some mental health stuff going on, and they weren't able to reach out, or they didn't reach out, but that doesn't have to be your story. So you're loved, and if no one's told you today, like, I love you. You're worth this. You're worth this life. So please stick around for it. Like Jay was saying, come on down to We'll Work for Recovery, 2520 North 2nd Street. We're here every day of the week, 3 times a day. Early morning meetings, Monday through Saturday, 6:30 a.m. We've got this podcast. We got a computer reentry program coming up. We've got spirituality rooms. We got ping pong and foosball tables. We got workout room. We've got everything, couches and beanbags. Like, come on down here. You're welcome. We're not stingy with our recovery. We talked about a lot of places too, like Fridley, Allano, 2218 New Hope, Allano. We've talked about other recovery centers. We talked about Serenity Village. We've talked about all sorts of different places you can go to find some recovery or a different way of living. Again, you're worth it. So stick around and fight for yourself. Come down to We'll Work for Recovery. Come get you some soap. There's Hope soap here. We got Chucky, the soap genius, putting in some good work. And like they said, like if you only got $1, you throw $1 in there. But if you can throw some more in there, we definitely could use it. We're trying to move to a newer building, something bigger that can support all the people that come in here. This is the largest ROC in the nation. We have the highest volume of people coming and going daily out of this place. I think tonight we had over 100 people in this meeting, and it was crowded. And that's hence the reason for the move. Come be part of We'll Work for Recovery. If you can help out financially, please do help out financially. If you just can come give your time, come give your time. Other than that, like, we love you. You're worth it. Again, congratulations on the 47 years, Ray. Adios.